Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Kate. I love all things makeup, beauty, skincare, and fun. Today's video is going to be a shop my stash. If you're interested in this type of content, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. I would love it if you'd subscribe to my channel down below, and without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so this is my everyday makeup drawer. So some of these products honestly are going to be coming from my project pan. So those are not obviously going to leave my stash, but others of course will be. So we'll start here with this one by CoverGirl. This is their Outlast Powder Foundation. This is part of my project pan and I have successfully panned quite a bit of it. However, I'm going to leave this in here and we will switch it out next month when I switch out those products. I'm just going to put it to the side for now. This E.L.F. Poreless Putty Primer is also part of my project pan, so we're going to keep her in here for now. This blush by Kaleidos, I don't see the shade on it, but it's this beautiful, beautiful hot pink color. I love this blush, and I didn't honestly get to use a ton of it this month because I was using my other one down here, but I am going to put it back for right now because there's some other blushes in my collection that I'm dying to play with, so we're going to go ahead and put this one back. This one is by Alamar Cosmetics. This is the I'm Blossom Powder Blush. This is no longer available, unfortunately. However, this is your cue if you do have this one to take it out. It's so beautiful and just like a beautiful like light pinky lilac. I loved this one this month. However, I am going to put it back in my collection because I got tons of love out of this one this month. Next is my Love Glow Cheek Palette by Natasha Denona. I got tons of use out of this month. This was one of her Valentine's Day releases from a couple of years ago, I believe. And I honestly, mine is like absolutely wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. So I have been loving this for several years now, which is why this looks like this. I'm definitely going to hold on to it though. I'm just going to put it back in my collection and use it a different time because there's other palettes in my collection that I want to show some love to. This is my Huda Beauty powder in the shade Sugar Cookie. I am torn because I just love this powder so much. So I think I am going to honestly keep this one in here for right now and use it a little bit. There's other powders in my collection that I need to try and I need to play with, but right now I just really want to keep playing with this one. This quad by Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is in her Super Fair one, so it has the shades Lilac, Coconut, Honey, and Almond. This is my favorite right now for setting my under eyes as well as like cleaning up my face like underneath my bronzer. So I am going to keep this in here right now. However, I am going to switch out this one by Lethal Cosmetics. I did get a lot of love out of this one. Lethal Cosmetics is an indie brand based in Germany, and I can't get this open with one hand. There we go. And I got some really great love out of this one. You can kind of see the pan imprint in the bronzer. I did not realize how much I love their bronzers until I really got to play with them this month. So I'm really grateful that I had the opportunity to play with this, but there's other ones in my collection that I really need to show some love to. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this one back here by Kimchi Chic. This is in the shade I Went to Venus. This is their Thaler bronzer. This formula was a little finicky for me. I found that it was a little bit too concentrated in some areas, and it's not quite right for my shade of skin tone right now. I'm just very pale, so I'm gonna put this one back and we'll try it again in the summer. And if I don't love it in the summer either, then we'll go ahead and declutter it at our next declutter. But for right now, we are gonna hold on to it and put it back. Over here for highlight, I got lots of use out of this. This is by Glamlight. It is their Pina Colada highlighter. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to open this with one hand, so hold that thought. This is their Pina Colada highlighter, and I got lots of good use out of this month. It doesn't really, you can't really tell, but this is one of those highlighters that you can really build up to be blinding if you want. But I am going to put it back into my collection and pick something else out. This by Melt Makeup is in part of my project pan, so I'm going to keep it in here for now, in the sense that I'm not going to take it out just yet, but we'll talk more about that one when project pan time comes up. I still have not gotten to use this, so I am going to keep it in here. This is going to be the last month that I keep this one in here. It is a primer by Laura Geller, and this is their Spackle primer, and it's supposed to hydrate, moisturize, and replenish the skin. I still have not gotten to use this because I've been so focused on my Tatcha, the liquid silk canvas. However, this is also part of my project pan, so hopefully I'll be able to get some good use out of this. This one here by Urban Decay, this is their Hydromaniac. This is also part of my project pan, so we're gonna go ahead and keep her in here. Same with my Armani Beauty, their Luminous Silk Concealer, and I'm gonna hold on to this right now in here because, again, this is part of my project pan. However, I am gonna take this one out. This is by Westman Atelier. This is their Stick foundation. I actually love this. This is one of my favorites this month, but I would like to play with some other foundations, so we are gonna put that back into my collection right here. This is by CoverGirl. It's the Exhibitionist mascara. I love this one. However, it has been 3 months since I've been using it. I started using it in the month of December, so sadly this one actually needs to go in the bin. It's going to go in my empties, and thankfully it nearly is at the end of its life, so this is going to go in the bin. This one is going to stay in here. If you know me, you know that I do not use mascara for longer than 3 months, so I really try to get my use out of it. I have at least another month left with this one, so I am going to try to get all the use out of this. I really like this one too, so that works out well. This is by Makeup Forever. It's their IRL finish IRL filter finish concealer. I have the shade C2, and I'm gonna go ahead and put this one back. I did get to use this a bit more. I loved this one, so I'm really tempted to keep it in my rotation. However, I know that I have other concealers in my collection that I should show some love to. All right, so here are our piles. Here is the put back pile / this needs to go in the bin, and then over here we have a couple of things that need to just get put back in here. All right, so now we have a pretty empty setup. Oh, this back here is my Neutrogena Hydrating Setting Mist. We're gonna keep this in here. I just had to switch it out because I did pan my last setting spray, so we're gonna keep her in here for right now. So I'm gonna go ahead, put these products back, and then I will bring you guys with me to shop my stash. Okay, so this is where I keep all of my makeup. So we are going to go shopping, and we're gonna start with blush, which is my favorite category, if we're being perfectly transparent. I am torn. I already have a cream blush in there. However, I feel like I want to switch up the shade. I really want to put Honey Thief in there. Here we are. So this is Honey Thief. I'll show you what this looks like. So this is Honey Thief. It's a really beautiful kind of peachy coral shade. I love Melt Cosmetics cream blush formula. It's one of the absolute best, so we're definitely going to put that one in there. I think I want to put one of these from Odin's Eye in my drawer as well. I think this one is really stunning. It has like a little bit of an orangey peach shade, but it also has this white side for a little bit of a glowy highlight. This is in the shade Sienna Luster. There's also this one though, which is Roseate Love, and this one looks like it's going to be a little bit softer toned, so I think we're going to put this one in there as well and put the Sienna Luster back. And then finally, I do want to put this one by Too Faced in there. I know this is viral, but in my humble opinion, it's viral for a good reason. This is their Crowd Clutch Blush in the shade Candy Clouds. This is what this one looks like. You can see I have been loving this. I absolutely have. But I want to love on it some more, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to throw 3 blushes in there. For face powder, we already have the Huda one, and we have the one by CoverGirl, so I don't think we need any more face powder right now, so we're going to go right on in to highlight. And you know what? I really want to use this one by Glamlight. This is from their Scooby-Doo collab. Isn't that so cool? Anyways, and this is what this looks like. It has some like kind of multi-shifty ones, so I want to throw this in here. And I kind of want to put something a little more neutral in the mix. So I think we'll go with this one by Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is in the shade Iced. It's a really cult classic shade, so I think we'll throw her in there. And I think we're good on highlighter for right now. For foundation, I think I want to use one of my Armani ones, honestly, but I'm also kind of torn because I want to use Tom Ford too. We're gonna go with Tom Ford actually, because the Armani ones are a little bit more medium coverage, whereas Tom Ford is gonna be more full coverage, and that's typically what I'm going for right now. This is their Traceless Soft Matte Foundation. It's one of my favorite foundations of all time. So we are gonna throw her in for bronzer. Oh, tough decisions here, folks. Tough decisions. I have my contour stick, so I don't think I want to use another cream product. So I think instead we'll go in with this one here by Charlotte Tilbury. This is her airbrush bronzer. I have the shade 2. So we're going to throw that one in there. It's one of those products that honestly I don't get enough love out of. Moving on down, folks. So moving down to face palettes. I'm always torn when it comes to this section because I have quite a few face palettes, and I don't show them nearly enough love. I think I know I'm going a little blush crazy, but I think I'm going to take this one out by Lunar Beauty. This is the Moon Prism Blush. And this is beautiful. They're a little bit more light toned and they're more springy shades. So I definitely think this would be the time to strike on this one. I feel like I didn't get a ton of use out of this Jacqueline palette, and I've had it for 2 years now. This is what the inside looks like. It was one of her winter collections, and I just think that it's really pretty. It has a couple of highlights and then a blush. So that is on the table. This one here by Hourglass, and this I also don't show enough love to. This is their Ambient Lighting Edit Sculpture palette. So I don't even know, honestly, if they make this anymore, but I don't think, honestly, I've even used this once. So we're going to put the Jacqueline palette back, and we are going to take with us this Hourglass palette. And I think that's it. I don't think... I'm trying to decide if I want to add another foundation to my regime here. Because I did get to play with this a little bit, but not a ton. So you know what? I think we will. I think we'll take this one. This is by NYX. This is their Bear With Me Blur. I have mine in the shade 3 Light Ivory. So I am actually going to add a third foundation to our drawer this month. Okay, so now that we're done shopping my stash, we are going to go and put all of these things in my everyday makeup drawer, and I'll show you what that looks like. So this is what my everyday makeup drawer is looking like. I do apologize. The top glass part is an absolute mess, but I'm very happy with this. I'm super excited for the month of March to be able to play with all of these new to my drawer goodies. They're not actually new, but that is the beauty of shopping your stash, is you get to rediscover some of your old favorites. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It would mean so much to me if you would consider subscribing to my channel down below. As always, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay blessed, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.